He got a couple of those people. Their name is Faux PF. So apparently he flew them out to Super Bowl. And it's kind of bolster up the image. You got to bolster up the image. You got soft ass academics bragging about you ducking a fade online. Niggas is wondering if you really like that. You bring the killers that you could show that you still like that. Anyway, they go perform at some spot. This is after the Super Bowl, and also apparently he was supposed to be at Fanatics Fest, but one thing I'll give him credit for, he learns a little bit. He don't want to get the reverse double stuffed Oreo hug no more. He was there, but like he was inconspicuous. He stayed out of the way. So now it's the after party. They perform, and then they go to another spot, because here's the thing. When you bring and you fly out like 30 niggas who never seen shit, you got to now make sure they all get, like their enjoyment, because for them it's a vacation. They go to a spot, and the spot they go to is like, it's like a dancer. It's kind of like a strip club. Not really, though. Maybe a gentleman's club, something of the sort. But it's Super Bowl after party. Apparently, Baby is upstairs doing his thing. And this is the reason why you don't bring the hooligans out. But I'm telling you why you did have to bring them, because niggas is looking at Baby like he's pure USDA pussy. So you had to bring the full PF demons out. And while he's kicking it upstairs, just like bringing a bunch of niggas that's never been nowhere, they're in the club hunting for bitches. They got lint in their pockets. They got nothing to their name, but they're hunting for bitches. They go downstairs. They get told, hey, y'all can't come down to this end. This is a private party. Someone has booked a private party. Apparently, and from what I hear, none of this really got nothing to do with Lil Baby. It's like when they stripped somebody Lil Baby's not doing nothing, right? Like it's like he do, like the 4PF niggas, he be trying to he's in a crisis. Do you want to claim them or not? He don't want to RICO. Some of them guys supposedly are really real, okay? Not the cameraman that walked up to me. No, like the actual demons. And those guys tried to bulldoze their way into a private party. Apparently, the private party was a party of a guy named Keion White. Which, if you don't know, he's a defensive end for the San Francisco 49ers. Okay? He's number 56. He's 6'5", 290. Lil Baby is 5'10", 83 pounds. And the rest of the niggas that is in full PF from Atlanta, they're emaciated, they're off that perk, and they're off the lean. So it's like they just seen Goliath when they seen this guy step to the door saying, yo, chill out, nigga. You're not coming in here. This is a private party. Instantly, these guys pulled out a weapon because, just to let you know, because Lil Baby comes to the club, of course, the stupid-ass club doesn't search him nor none of his affiliates. So 30 niggas get in the club, and everybody got a gun on them. Perfect. What ends up happening is that the guys who are trying to get into this private party has some words with this guy, and because he's not letting them into his private party he paid for, they give him a leg us. Shot him supposedly one or twice in the ankle. The club starts to scatter. Niggas run. Lil Baby is caught doing the TK, jumping in the SUV, leaving the scene. The police come. The guy is sitting there. Ow! My ankle. The cop asked him, yo, who did this to you? The niggas was throwing all them 4PF signs in the club. Yo, 4PF, like some stupid shit like this. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But I ain't gonna lie. Maybe this nigga is street. But he told the cops, I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it. I don't know who shot me. He better than me. So that happened. However, there were witnesses in the club as well who clarified and cleared up and told the cops, hey, homie got shot after Lil Baby's entourage tried to bulldoze his private party within the club. And he tried to stop it, so they shot him. So that's the current story. There's a news report out about it, and I could read this. It says, San Francisco 49ers defensive end Keion White was shot early Monday morning on Mission Street following an argument involving the rapper Lil Baby. Now, this is why Lil Baby actually denounced them niggas before, because I told you Lil Baby's not doing nothing himself. Okay? Lil Baby don't want to be mixed up with the niggas. So to clarify, Lil Baby didn't shoot nobody, but it's the 4PF niggas with him that shot niggas. So you see why when he's scared of ducking the RICO, he don't want to sit in jail for y'all stupid ass niggas. So that's the whole point why he stopped claiming 4PF. But the first time he brings them back on the road, they shot somebody. Okay, cool. So now, they reported that it was Lil Baby having an argument with this guy. From what I'm hearing, it wasn't Lil Baby. It was his entourage. But that's the thing when you're claiming 4PF. What they do, people think you're with. Just like how when your cameraman swing on me, yeah, I think you sent him. Duh. It says the Sunday night event continued into early Monday morning at Dahlia's, a bar at a nightclub at 1799 Mission Street. The party included several strippers on the main floor. We all know. Porn addiction. Jerks off 5 times a day. We all know he trying to get his rocks, so trying to do his thing. But there's a private party being held downstairs where Keion White was shot. Multiple social media reports actually appeared to be from the party at Dahlia's. It showed that Lil Baby, whose given name was Dominique Jones, who performed as well in San Francisco according to an event listed. The representative for the rapper didn't immediately respond, but a witness interview by the police actually said that his entourage was on the main party floor, and then they tried to enter his private event. White got into an argument with them like, man, keep y'all asses out of there. You bring a bunch of Atlanta niggas who never seen pussy, you know what I mean? You know how Atlanta get down. They're trying to bum rush the event. Problems, right? And they said White then got in an argument with the rapper. So I guess they're saying that White did get in an argument with Lil Baby. We'll take it on face value. So it looked like, maybe I'll stand corrected. Obviously, I don't believe Lil Baby did the shooting. But he did look like he did eventually come over where his friends was trying to bulldoze some shit. And the nigga gets an argument with Lil Baby. So when the witness went back upstairs to ask for management to help defuse the situation, he heard 2 gunshots. He ran downstairs. He found White shot in the left leg. The witness says he didn't know who shot White. Another party attendee interviewed by the Standard said that she didn't see the shooting, but heard 4 gunshots as she tried to go downstairs. Topless strippers were still sweeping up dollar bills when the police entered the club. As I entered, I saw numerous scantily clad females picking up dollar bills that were strewn all over the floor, the police report said. Some of the females were topless and appeared to have been adult entertainers. As police went downstairs to locate the victim, who was found to be white, partygoers were still leaving the event. When asked who had shot him, Keion White, real street nigga, well, real NFL player, he was uncooperative, according to a report. The 49ers representative says White is undergoing treatment at a local hospital, and police found numerous pieces of potential evidence, including a 9mm shell casing and a .45 shell casing as well near the scene of the shooting. So it looked like at least there was 2 different guns that were discharged. What are we going to make of this? Well, I'm going to be objective here with my criticism. This is why I keep telling you rappers are only as tough as their entourage. Lil Baby is a multi-million-dollar rapper. He said, to my estimations, he's made $200 to $300 million in his lifetime, probably more, in music. But I've also told you the truth about Lil Baby. He wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. physically, we've seen him like, maneuver. He doesn't seem to be that guy. However, I've never said that the people around him ain't the guy. Except, here's the thing. Lil Baby was this close to getting indicted in Fulton County 2-3 years ago. Because of that, he denounced his gang. He doesn't want to be 4PF no more. He's CBF, TK, FTW. But now, because of, people are doubting him, he's starting to bring some of the street dudes back around him. Now, he could clearly afford security. And we got to be honest here. And I know y'all going to say I'm only saying this because I don't like Lil Baby. But Lil Baby rolling around with street niggas that's shooting people in the club, they're acting like you shot people. That's the problem. The cops are trying to figure out how to charge you, not the bum you brought there with the gun. You're trying to be real. You could have told your homie, hey, yo, we're going to the club. Bro, don't bring the gun in here. You want to move like you still a thug. You know why? They're going to look at you pussy if you tell them, nah, we ain't bringing guns into the spot. You bring guns into the spot, the very first altercation or verbal altercation they get into, they shoot someone. No one's looking at them. Nobody knows them. They're 4PF Goon 1, 4PF Goon 2. Everybody's saying Dominique, Lil Baby, got in an argument with the nigga that got shot. Y'all could chalk up whatever I'm saying to be like, oh no, acting salty, but y'all do know at the end of the day I'm right. You're making too much money to roll with a bunch of gangsters and goons. You should be with security. But you're caught in a rock and a hard place because you feel like you have to show street strength that people could keep buying into whatever image you're selling. Again, I'm not even going to knock it. Because I think this is a good headline for you in some sorts. Now, is police going to investigate you? Of course, but that comes with the gig. What I think is a good headline for you is that while you have a nerd, me, calling you out, I think this is a good way for you to pivot to say, yo, listen, I don't box niggas. I shoot niggas. Let's get straight to it. You feel what I'm saying? That's a good response to all of this shit because niggas is looking at you soft as cottonelle tissue. However, the reality that comes with it is that people are going to try to hold you accountable for your gang or your goons that you're rolling with. And unfortunately, I don't think this goes down without people getting charged. It's at a Super Bowl after party. And even though I don't believe you shot no one, the headlines are all saying the guy who got shot, Keion White, who's a 49er, who plays for that city, and they're saying you. You know why? Because nobody gives a fuck about your entourage. And it's a lesson for Lil Baby here. Just like how when your cameraman does some dumb shit, I'm not going to sit here and go blame your cameraman. I blame you. The problem with Lil Baby is that he's a stupid nigga. He's a guy who's, again, if you're into street shit, we could say, oh yeah, the nigga's getting active. Great. But the problem here is you go to San Francisco to go get a bag. You could go do this dumb shit in Atlanta. You fly out a bunch of gangsters, have them have guns in a club, but now it's all reflecting on you. That's the problem. Lil Baby rolls with a bunch of niggas he can't control. It's a reason why he's telling other people in Atlanta, yo, I never sent nobody to do nothing to act. I actually believe that. But what's even worse is that you can't control the niggas that surround you because they don't respect you. You're just the money. You're just the bag. So just like how you're calling everybody and their mama to say, I wasn't behind that. I didn't stand on that. It's clear if the cameraman didn't respect you, why would the shooter respect you? The killers and the shooters you roll with, of course they gonna shoot niggas. Nigga, you deal with it afterwards. And you better have that bail money if they get locked up too. Because you know damn well who you brought around. That's the point. Rappers who get to that level of making hundreds of millions of dollars, please just remember this one thing. If you're still trying to prove your street cred by hanging around with the niggas who will shoot somebody and put you in the crosshairs of an investigation or even possible worse, or maybe even you being liable, whether civil or on any other level, you might want to get rid of those people. That's the story. Didn't I tell y'all? I said, listen, there's not many rappers. Any smart rapper who gets to a certain point of success, they cut out the rent-a-goons who basically are crash outs, who are down to kill for you. But in reality, it's not about them throwing their lives away for you. They don't get blamed for it. They blame you. Yo, he shot up. Yo, let's chill off of this nigga. This nigga, you invite him to some spot, they're shooting up the after party. So anyway, Keion White, get well. I hear you went into surgery, but my offer still stands. I still think I'll beat the brakes off Lil Baby in a one-on-one boxing match. Now, clearly people are going to take this and be like, yo, I don't think he's into boxing. I agree. I agree. But my initial offer still stands. There was a report about it, and I'll let this play, and then you guys could, whatever you think about it, go with that. Here we go.
This morning, we have new details in a shooting that hurt 49ers defensive end Keion White. It happened early yesterday morning at a nightclub in San Francisco's Mission District. Our partners at SF Standard report White was hosting a Super Bowl party at Delia Lounge on Mission Street. At some point, White got into an argument involving rapper Lil Baby. That's when White was shot in the ankle. Nearby residents say they were woken up by police activity.
Window is like right by my bed.
By the way, I want to point out how this story is being reported, and this is why I'm calling Baby stupid. Either you're just dumb, which I do think you're stupid. I think you're one of the dumbest rappers ever. But I also think that you lack control of your team, right? If you can't tell them not to do certain things, you shouldn't be bringing them around. No one is reporting that is just two niggas from your squad. And I've heard the story. I've heard the story that, yeah, you're standing with the when you're moving with 40 niggas and you can't control them. It's like when 6ix9ine was moving, except 6ix9ine was doing something that you don't do. 6ix9ine was writing checks that Treyway had to cash for him. But when 6ix9ine was rolling with Treyway and them, and then they go to Barclays, and then Casanova's there, and a nigga's saying, man, fuck what you talking about, and fuck what 6ix9ine got to go do here, because it was a boxing match. Yo, them 8 niggas that, their beef was even bigger than 6ix9ine. Bow, 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 bow. They didn't give a fuck if it was in a Barclays. You know who gets blamed for that? 6ix9ine. He got banned from, he cannot walk into Barclays no more. You get blamed for the people you bring around. And that's part of being a leader. You're the idiot bringing low-life Atlanta killers to a Super Bowl after party that's filled with opulence and celebrities and NFL players. And then here's the thing, too. Even if people are saying, well, it's not your fault, they don't get a gun in the club without Lil Baby walking them in. It's facts. So it's your fault anyway. You're going to be liable. Everybody going to get checked, except when you walk in with Lil Baby. So now Lil Baby niggas walk in with 10 guns. Yeah, it's your fault now. You're walking in with a bunch of niggas with guns that you can't control them. They're in there thinking it's Wild Wild West. They thinking they got to stand on business. And they also looking at you like you got the bail money. They don't give a fuck about your endorsements. They don't give a fuck about your reputation. And they actually don't give a fuck about your freedom because they thinking it's gang gang. And they've been locked up a million times. It's your fault for bringing them niggas. That's a fact.
And so I saw lights. I think that's why I woke up at first. I think I kind of knew that it wasn't the most safe place, but honestly, it kind of seems par for the course. I'm not entirely how could this happen here?
No arrests have been made. Our sister network ESPN reports White had surgery yesterday and it was a success. This morning we have new details.
Okay, so there is a update. The guy, I always think an athlete getting shot, that's very traumatic because you need your limbs to kind of work. Guy's a defensive end. I don't know if that ends his career, but they're saying that the surgery was successful. Let me see.
Announcement from the 49ers. One of their players.
I mean, Keion White was fired. Keion White.
Okay, I'm trying to see if there's any more. What happened after the Super Bowl? Does Seti Nash have some information we don't know? It's a new details. I love when people click that, right? Here's the new details. Okay. Real reason why he shot him. I like to hear this one.
What's up, fam?
Who's this guy?
Was the NFL player a threat? I know him about something happened between hate that this of what actually is a bar club that was formerly.
Okay, he don't got no information. Yeah, I have some people hit me up from the spot.
But say
from what I hear, this is not a nigga spot. So, like, you see even that girl that was talking on that interview, right? Like, it's one of those, you ever seen like an establishment that doesn't really have a lot of niggas? It's usually like really mixed and niggas are usually the minority and you go there like with your white friends. If you ever go in there and there's mad niggas in there, you know this shit ain't gonna turn out good. It's one of those spots. That's what I've heard. So, the NFL player had a private party. So he's a nigga, but like, also it's an NFL player. He don't get too ghetto, right? Because these guys have contracts that could be voided at any time. But then Lil Baby and 30 of his niggas show up there. So the white people who are there normally like, they're like, this, like, the nigga quota is a little bit past. And yeah, that's kind of what happened. So the people who have messaged me, like, they didn't even expect this. So there's not like a lot of video or anything like that. It's like white people who are just spooked.
This morning, we have new details in the shooting.
Okay, we already watched this. Anything else? I'm just trying to see if there's anything else on this.
it was successful. Now here's what everyone needs to understand. The official police statement describes a verbal altercation between two groups and says shots were fired by an unknown suspect. That wording matters because it's a clean, careful statement, and it doesn't tell you who the argument was with. But the police report viewed by reporters, that version paints a much more specific picture. This reportedly happened at Dahlia's, a bar and nightclub on Mission Street, with a private party downstairs where White was shot. And the environment matters because it explains why the scene was instantly chaotic. The reporting describes adult entertainers on the main floor, people moving through different areas, and money scattered around, basically the kind of late-night setting where security, VIP access, and ego can collide in seconds. Now keep that private downstairs event idea in your head, because the key detail in the police report is about someone trying to enter a space they weren't supposed to enter. And that's where Lil Baby comes in, at least according to the police report that journalists say they reviewed. Multiple outlets report that Lil Baby, real name Dominique Jones, was in San Francisco that night. The reporting notes he performed in the city on Sunday, and social media posts that appeared to be from the party showed him there.
Is this 42 Doug? Oh, never mind. Wait, is this 42 Doug? No, it's his son. Is that his son? No, I don't know.
Important, that doesn't prove he did anything illegal. It simply places him in the story, because the police report connects him to an argument that allegedly happened right before the gunfire. And as of the reporting, his representatives didn't respond to a request for comment. So we're dealing with a classic modern headline problem. A celebrity name appears in connection with a violent incident, and the internet immediately skips the what's confirmed part and jumps straight to the verdict.
All right, man.
But the police report, a moment that makes this story feel like a movie. Court dates, reputation, year. How does a case like this stay just as serious as the headline side? The 49ers confirmed White underwent surgery after the injury and said they'd provide updates when appropriate. And the timing could not be worse. The off-season program is right around the corner, and even if the injury isn't life-threatening, availability matters in the NFL, especially for a defensive lineman who needs explosion, balance, and lower body stability every single snap. He was acquired in a trade during the 2025 season and had a role on the line. Even a minor ankle setback can change how a team rotates players, how coaches evaluate camp.
Is this guy good? Is this guy good? Could somebody like let me know if he's like really good or no?
Reps, how contracts get discussed. So while the internet argues about celebrity names, the franchise is quietly thinking, how long is he out? What's the rehab look like? And will the investigation drag his name through more headlines? Because there's another uncomfortable piece here. This isn't the first time a 49ers player has been a victim of gun violence in San Francisco.
What?
ESPN and other outlets pointed out that White is the second 49ers player to be shot in San Francisco in the past 18 months, referencing the 2024 incident involving receiver Ricky Pearsall during an attempted robbery. That context matters.
Do players have like full-on careers after getting shot, or is it like over? I know Plexico Burress, I don't think he ever like really fully came back. I know he got suspended. Like Plexico, like for sure got suspended. I don't know whatever came of that other than that. Interesting.
Because it changes the public conversation. It's no longer just wild night at a club. It becomes a bigger debate about player safety, celebrity movement, and how quickly situations escalate in public spaces, especially during major event weekends when the city is packed. City leaders have condemned violence in prior incidents, and the attention on San Francisco spikes every time something like this happens. But here's where things get...
Let me see if Trap...
Lil Baby is in some... I'll show you more videos about this. Murders, okay? Basically...
What is this?
Leading to fatal shootings in Atlanta. So, in great detail, it is... been explored extensively. Arrest warrant confirms rapper Lil Baby's connection to boys' murders. Okay,
oh, shit.
There's a deadly war going on between 4PF and OMF, leading to fatal shootings in Atlanta. So Lil Baby's name has been connected to serious violence for some time. A lot of people have been saying that he is actually going to be in big trouble, regardless of this situation. And now this is going around. They're saying on Atlantology that basically. It could be curtains for 4PF, unfortunately, okay? People are saying whoever's in his entourage is unbelievably stupid, okay? So what? Let Boss Man get beat up and embarrassed, or give this big MF a hot one? Salute to the entourage. Hell. Now, that's not confirmed, okay? But look, they're saying there, look, what, Lil Baby's not a big guy. And they're saying, what, let him get beat up or embarrassed? So maybe his crew popped off shots because Lil Baby was under pressure. People saying, okay, cool. So he avoids getting beat up and the temporary embarrassment that comes with it. Then years down the line, he gets indicted, catching an elbow for what? Was it worth it? I'm sure they outnumbered him. They could have just jumped him, and ain't 12 still on him about that music video thing, which is the thing I just showed you, where he apparently recorded a music video in an area known for his rivals and to protect. So I hope them dudes doing their push-up.
Somebody said all this academic shit got that man on edge. I'm telling you. I told you. Hey, chat, I'm going to take credit for this. I called Lil Baby all type of bitches, and he had to bring out the killers. And the killers did what they definitely do good. Shoot niggas. Yes. One step closer. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, chat. I ain't gonna lie to you. I called that nigga all type of hoes. And somebody was punking him there. Man, shut your ass up, nigga. Didn't you duck? Yo, Keion, I need to get you. Yo, you out of surgery? I'm DMing you right now. I need you on my stream. Keion, I know why he shot you. I heard you told that nigga, ain't you the pussy that ducking academics? Oh, shit. Them 4PF niggas ain't know what to do. Pow, 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 pow. That's what I heard, gang. I heard a nigga looked at Lil Baby. Ain't you that bitch-ass nigga ducking that blogger? Holy. Shit got critical, man. What's his name? Keion White? Anybody got his Instagram? What should I DM him? You good, gang? Shit crazy. That seem mad federal. I gotta seem like a real nigga. What should I text him? I'm about to text him like, yo, bro. Oh, he posted. Wait, what's his thing? Underscore. Thank you for who reached out with their prayers and concerns on my behalf. I've undergone successful surgery. For those who know me, y'all know this won't stop me from spreading peace and joy to the world. I'm trying to hear this shit, man. Full steam ahead. I'm in great spirits and ready to make the most of this off season. Sound like a nigga on that little Dirk timing. Holy. Yo, slide for Keion, man. Slide for Keion, bro. Slide for Keion, bro. Oh, shit.
They're saying all this academic stuff got him on edge. They're saying it's
got him on edge. That's a fact. Bro, I'm telling you, Lil Baby's so scared of a squabble, he got his niggas shoot niggas. Straight up. He could have just squabbled with me, get it out the way. We both get some millions. Handshake after, no matter who got knocked out. He's so on edge. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo, stay away from 4PF for the next. Yo, everybody in Atlanta, y'all niggas stay in the house. 4PF about to be going on a shooting spree because Lil Baby's a bitch. He don't want to fight with these. Yo, yeah, we got to play that scene from Friday. He's too scared to fight with these. He got his niggas to shoot niggas. Straight up. Let me see. You win some, you lose some. This is what we got to play for Lil Baby. Lil Baby, tell your niggas stop shooting people, bruh.
You win some, you lose some. But you live. You live to fight another day.
For real. How you gonna give an NFL player a Legos?
You win some, you lose some. But you live. You live to fight another day.
Yo, chat, you gonna be around Lil Baby. I ain't even gonna lie. You know when I know Lil Baby was gonna be out there. So you know when I was gonna go out there? But I was gonna be with off-duty cops. Cause nigga, when you try to do some shit, they there to lock you up anyway. Fuck you think this is like, nigga, that's a trick bag. The fuck? You think? Yo, all of them. That's 4PF Mike over there. Get him. That's said. Get him too. That nigga right there? Yeah, he's the biggest one. Yes. I'm going off-duty cops around you niggas. What you think you about to play with me? You done seen me like, yo, you done seen me come in, them niggas would have the badge. Be like, shout out my, nigga, you done see me turn up with them. Shout out my label, that's me. How many bitches? I'm playing. Oh, man. Oh, shit.
His fault for letting a blogger get to him. He should have been fighting Akademiks. Akademiks didn't catch a hot one.
Right? He should have been squabbling with me. Yo, Lil Baby getting investigated and interrogated, nigga, because he too scared to squabble. Like, this is crazy. Yo, this nigga shooting NFL players to regain his tough card.
He says, I don't get how either ain't no way the fat guy like Akademiks should be able to get under the skin of any dude who came from the streets. Actually,
that's my specialty. Yo, Lil Baby, yo, let me tell you this. Yo, y'all Lil Baby fan pages eat a dick. Your favorite rapper gonna be crashing out all year because the sales gonna start going down, the narrative's gonna start going up. Akademiks undefeated. It never turns out good. I got mad examples. Listen, I've done a lot of demonstrations off GP. That's a fact. I already got it already. Lil Baby done try to shoot a niggas to try to show that he real. Got you. Got you, gang. We don't believe it yet, because you ain't pull the trigger. You ain't pull the trigger. Lil Baby, you gotta spin a block. We got to see what you about. We got to see you put some work in. We tired of you holding gun fingers under your shirt. We tired of that. Let's get to it. Oh, yeah.
Lost a lot of weight, to be fair. Lil Baby, 0 hats. That's what they're saying, okay? But maybe...
For real. Yo, King Von had 11. Was that King Von or Lil Jeff? Whatever.
Maybe if we count the one...
Yo, fuck, y'all niggas told my little baby having hats. Lil Baby never had a fight.
He paid for say no more, say nothing. It says, you'll say Buddy a boss, though he can't even control his people. Maybe that's what he wanted his people to do, and maybe that's what...
I'm glad you said that. That's the main thing I'm going to tell you.
Why he's going to get jammed up in a serious legal problem. They're saying Akademiks about to have a field day with this one, and he did. Okay, I've been seeing nothing but this getting posted on Akademiks page. It's a lot. They're saying, yeah, but I get it. Them football players be aggressive as F in the club for nothing. You damn near got to pop them. I got to read that. I got to reload that. That was hilarious. Yeah, but I get it. Them football players be aggressive as F in the club for nothing. You damn near got to pop them. Because who's going to fight an oversized adult who's athletic and lifts weights all days? Man, go ahead. Go head up with this bullet. The fuck? That's a legendary comment.
Chat, I'm going to tell you this right now. Don't ask me, I know. Just hit Control S and save this story in your mind. I promise you it will come back up again. You see, that's why I like rappers going at me. I play the slowest, longest game ever. But it's really good. I'm a master at what I do. Remember this story. Let's have some fun right now. But remember this story. Okay, Dominique? I got you.
I'm not going to lie. I hear it. The football players, bruh, you damn near got to pop them. That's what they're saying. You damn near got to pop them. Maybe I
ain't gonna lie though. Respectfully though, some of y'all football players be acting like, because yo, one time a football player almost like some football players almost like try to like jump me. I ain't gonna lie. Like it was like in a club. It was a Jamaican party, and like I'm walking through and like there was like a whole little football. So I didn't even realize it. I mean, I should have seen they were like mad tall and shit. I stepped on one of their foot and they was like really on it. Like, I think I was trying to apologize. I ain't gonna cap with you. Like, yo, word two, this nigga was tall as shit. I'm like, this thing's on steroids, yo. Like, yo, do they test? Now, this was like college, yo. It's like, they test these niggas? I'm trying to apologize. He not hearing it. I forgot who saved me. But that's back in the day. Like, these days, here's the thing in reality. Like, back in the day, like I just had mad people with me, and I think we did have one big nigga with us. We had like one it was like a football player type nigga with us. So, you know, when they start seeing like this nigga, like he's kind of like really like just, yo, nigga, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, like it's a tight spot you're walking through. I think I accidentally stepped on his shoe. He's like wilding on me. I'm like, and like he with the other football players right there. I'm like I didn't even know they were that tough. Yo, that's back in the day, man. Yo, if you a football player, man, you in the club and shit like that, man, even Javante Davis and all y'all little athletic niggas, man. Yo, niggas ain't fighting y'all niggas, man. The next bullet you gonna catch ain't gonna be from a quarterback. Straight up. That's how I get down. I ain't gonna lie to you. If y'all niggas ain't on that shit, bruh, ain't no nigga gonna be over here like, yo, like you like 6'9", 800 pounds. You ain't trying to. That's what probably happened. Like, yo, bro, niggas do not care that you like 6'9", bro. Like, nigga, you gonna catch a bullet. It just ain't gonna be from Tom Brady. It ain't gonna be from Peyton Manning. It ain't gonna be from no goddamn Russell Wilson. You gonna be getting surgery acting like, yo, nah, let me not laugh at homie. I gotta DM him. I'm gonna tell him I wish him well.
Phil for Lil Baby now. They're saying Fannie Willis rubbing her hands together right now, but this was in San Francisco. This is a California DA going to be dealing with that. So I could be wrong. I don't think Fannie could do anything about this if she wanted.
I'm glad that comment was mentioned. So here's the thing. And I'm telling you this because this is what happened to Dirk. I'm telling you this. When you keep running around and committing crimes like you feel like you have some impunity. They felt that Dirk did that in Chicago. Remember when Dirk got caught with King Von and they were shot through a window at some nigga? The Chicago detective traveled to Atlanta at a preliminary hearing to testify. Why? Bro, they been trying to get Dirk. Nigga, they been tight that Dirk been getting away with it. So they thought the Atlanta case, they were going to get Dirk. The shit gets dropped because the feds come in. But at that time, nobody knew. Bro, the police are not going to let niggas get away with crime in perpetuity. Like, it doesn't work like that, my nigga. Like, if Atlanta wanted to indict you and you didn't get indicted, you think all them detectives that worked mad hours for no reason just be like, oh, nah, he's just lucky? No. They wait till you get caught up on some other shit. They gon' provide information over there. Yo, who's the person who did the shooting? Oh, yeah, that guy? Oh, yeah. We think he did 3 shootings here. We just can't fully prove it. Da-da-da. Yeah, they let you keep going. And then the feds come in, and the feds take everything, and niggas go to jail. Facts. Clip this. Clip this. Clip this. Nigga, I'm telling you. Chicago detectives, and I don't want nobody to say act you the police for this. This is actual facts. Y'all got to use your brains. You know Dirk beat 3 gun charges, usually in Illinois. And not beat it, but he avoided significant jail time because he didn't beat none of them. None of them he was not guilty for. He took these interesting pleas, but he got money now, so he could really exhaust the legal system. They got so much gun crimes and so much gun cases that they just gave him whatever he kind of wanted, and he escaped all of that. They thought he was doing X, Y, and Z. They thought he was doing, respectfully, like, I ain't trying to, because I love Dirk. But they thought he was doing some of the, put some money on your, they can't prove it. They don't forget. He moves to Atlanta. Oh, we should get into that, like, right after this. Bro, there was niggas that, remember, I broke that story. Some shit happened with his crib. Gunshots get let off. His girl takes all the response. Oh, I shot. He just beat 3 gun cases or avoided significant jail time in Chicago. He moves to Atlanta. Vaughn comes down to Atlanta a bunch before they get separated on that thing. They're saying that, y'all go watch them documentaries, but I don't want to get too much into it. They're saying the nigga is still on his shit. So here's the thing with the thinking that people have. Oh, this happened not in Atlanta. I'm telling you, they were this close to indicting Lil Baby. Cool. They go to another city and they're doing same bullshit. You think that them cops is not going to talk to each other? All right, bet, cool. Let him get away with this. Bet. If he don't change how he's moving, which he did it for a while, and I ain't gonna lie, I think I encourage him to crash back out, which I'm glad, because I know as a fact, I know I got an itinerary of his travel plans for, I can't remember when. He wasn't traveling with 30 niggas. He was traveling with like some business people. All them 4PF niggas he cut off. Like he knows them niggas was gonna land him in jail. But it's a Super Bowl, and I've been calling him all type of bitches. The nigga got mad hood niggas with him. And now they with him, and they're looking at him. He can't be a bitch. They're looking at him like, yo, we good to bring our strap in, right? Bro, he ain't gonna be like, nigga, nigga, fuck no. Leave. You know what he gonna be like? Yeah, twin. Yeah, twin. All right. So now, again, watch how everything connects.
It could be wrapped up into a federal RICO, though, if they are deciding that this is something that is basically furthering the...
Yo, chat, just let me tell you this. And I hate when people, they love call people that have a brain, the feds or some shit. Let me say this to y'all. They did a press conference, okay? Hold on. They did a press conference. Oh, I gotta find it. Where they were blaming Lil Baby for having that video shoot in that hood where somebody got shot. So there was 2 kids that got shot in like some retaliatory shit. And the Atlanta police blame Lil Baby. They did at a press conference. Let me see. Right here.
Freeman.
If you think that nothing comes out when the police come out and they're naming you, you think nothing comes out of it, you're like, oh, they just kind of wrapped it up. All right, keep being stupid. Facts.
Was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes.
So there's a 13-year-old that got killed. No, two 13-year-olds that got killed. If you think that they just forgot about that, okay.
Before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city. And cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know,
if you think this happened and the police just forget about it, it's a reason why, nigga, Atlanta done gave gave NBA YoungBoy a key to the city before this nigga. Remember I told you that.
About this, if she wanted, it could be wrapped up into a federal RICO, though, if they are deciding that this is something that is basically furthering the reach and dominance of the 4PF criminal organization state to state. It could be catching that RICO. They're saying 4PF going to get it. They're saying she can't charge him, but yeah, this adds more to the RICO. They keep saying, proving the point that it's a gang. But he changed the name to CBFW, so it can't be a gang.
Cap. So, the nigga who did the shooting, he's a 4PF nigga. You look on the social media, he's throwing a 4PF. Ain't it like this? Hold on, I'm about to learn how to throw it up right now. 4PF hand sign. Where is it? Wait, how you throw it up? I went on a nigga's social media. Oh, chat, I know who did it. Like, I'm not gonna. Again, I'm not being federal though, but I know who did it. As soon as they go on a nigga, they go on a nigga Instagram, they gonna see this.
If some go OT popping dudes, that stands ground for Fed case. Shooting an NFL player might be the straw that breaks the camel's back for real. You think the NFL, you think the 49ers are just going to be like, oh, well, yeah, let's just let Lil Baby use our players as a fucking gun range. And that's just going to fly. There's going to be lawsuits. There's going to be legal problems. This ain't a normal dude. This ain't a dude on the block, all right? This isn't, you know, this isn't one of the guys from the neighborhood in an area where there's no surveillance, no cameras, no money changing hands. This is an NFL player making millions of dollars.
I'm pretty sure this is on camera. They know who did it. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If they don't arrest the person who did the shot, who shot the person, Lil Baby's cooked. Facts. Remember, I'll tell you that. If they don't arrest the person who shot at this club within 2 weeks, Lil Baby's cooked. I'm going to tell you why. Trust me on this. This is no Fed shit. I've seen this a million times. Anytime they don't lock you up for doing something that's clearly illegal that they got proof of, and I've heard, you could go look at the club, and if anybody been in San Francisco, you know the club. It's on camera. If they have camera proof of who did the shooting and they don't arrest you, it's because they have another case. Remember that. Just remember that. So I just want to point this out to you. This is not the 80s. Y'all shot somebody in a club in an entranceway or hallway where there's cameras. I get it. Everybody done flew back to Atlanta, flew back to wherever the fuck they came from. But if there's not an arrest warrant put out in the next 2 weeks or an arrest made, just remember this doesn't go away.
You just hurt somebody's pockets. He wants to talk about 4 pockets full. You know the NFL pockets are way more full than Lil Baby's pockets.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think the NFL is taking that stance. The NFL is not going to sue Lil Baby. The NFL don't like their players around niggas. Like, they have camps. When they draft these guys, they say, don't be around niggas. Like, we are paying you well. Don't be around certain type of hoes. Don't be around certain type of, like, violent stuff. They're not standing with this guy. Like, I don't know. Is this guy good? like I look up his Keion White. You know me, I love look up salary. Okay, he's on a rookie contract. He's stupid. And I'll tell you how stupid he is, because only a rookie would get into this type of argument. Most other people would have been like, all right, little baby and his niggas in here, they doing too much. Yo, we getting out of here. Fuck it. He probably tried to buck on him. You're on a rookie contract, bro. Your ass gets shot. You miss half of next year or whatever the fuck. You can't perform. You can't do any OTAs. They're going to bring in somebody to play your role. I don't know if you were starting already. I could look at your stats. Brother, good. You got $8 million. It ain't going to happen. Like, I want to let y'all know people don't give a fuck about like players like that. It's not like he shot Tom Brady. This guy's replaceable. He's 27 years old, and he's on supposedly a rookie contract. I don't know how many years he's into this. Okay, look like he's been in here since 2023. 2023, this is his last year on a rookie contract, so maybe he's going to be a free agent if it was a 4-year contract, right? We're looking at this. How many sacks did he have for the whole season? For the regular season, I'm trying to see. 1, 2, 2.5. Yeah, he's a defensive end. I don't know how much he's starting or whatever the case is, but he's not a star. He's on a rookie contract. Bro, the NFL is not going to press Lil Baby. What the fuck? They don't have contracts with Lil Baby. He has guaranteed money of $5 million. That's good for him. He was traded to the 49ers. His remaining base salary is prorated, costing them about He got a signing bonus. I don't know when his deal is going to be done. He signed a 4-year deal. He's a free agent in 2027, so he has 1 more year. So let's say, God forbid, he can't play the majority. So he's going to be a free agent, an unrestricted free agent in 2027. So later this year, he's supposed to report. I don't know how bad his injury is. Hopefully he could make it training camp. Hopefully he could perform at a high level. But also, here's the thing. When it comes to the NFL, they're thinking about your decision-making. Your decision-making is that you're in the whole city for the Super Bowl. Your team doesn't make it to the Super Bowl. You're in the club, and you're in the club fighting and shooting it out. Obviously, he didn't shoot, but you're in the club with Lil Baby in them. Okay, so cool. It's not like you were a star already, right? So now, if you can't play the entire next year, why the fuck would they give you another contract? So I'm going to be honest with you. I think he's cooked. So for the people who think that the 49ers, it's not like the 49ers, you shoot the nigga they're paying $200 million, that's a problem. Respectfully. The nigga they're paying $200 million, that's a problem. You shoot this nigga, he's going to get waived. Sorry. I'm sorry to say. Look, in 2026, he's going to make $1.8 million. Now, that's not enough. That's not enough for his team to care. He's going to make $1.8 million. And here's the thing. He won't even make $1.8 million. You know why? Because he got an injury at the club. In your NFL contract, it spells out, like, say you're walking up the steps and you fall legitimately. Their insurance and everything else is going to cover your contract because you fell doing regular things that you're allowed to do. Now, they tell you can't go to, like, you can't do dangerous activities. You can't jump out of planes. You can't fucking bungee jump. You can't. If you get injured via those things, they're not paying you. Like, it's a get out of jail free card. So you get shot at the club. Again, maybe you could argue that's an act of God. That, hey, it's an act of God that I got shot. You can't put in a contract that I can't enjoy my life a little bit. Maybe they still pay it. But at the end of the day, they're not trying to be beholden to you, especially when they're thinking like, bro, that's bad judgment. You're on a contract. You're clearly not a starter. Your last year you got paid. So 2025 you got paid 1.1. Why the fuck are you in a club with Lil Baby fighting or doing whatever that you get shot? So if you ask me, his career is going to be over. Respectfully. So for the people who think that the 49ers are going to go to bat for this guy, fuck no. If anything, they're glad to get him off the books because he's shown them continually that he makes poor decisions. Now, granted, if he was so good, like there's certain type of niggas who are fuck-ups, Whether it's the Antonio Browns, the Pac-Man Jones, there's certain people, you know they're fuck-ups, but they're so fucking good. The NFL is going to keep you. The team's going to ride for you. They're going to put you in rehab if you got a drug problem. They're going to do these things. Shit, I've heard about NFL teams, kind of trying to facilitate in some way or another, hookers, whatever the case is, to try to make sure. Y'all all watched The Last Dance. When it came to Dennis Rodman, he was so good. Dennis Rodman said, I need to go to Vegas. Phil Jackson them let him go to Vegas. You know why? Because he was so fucking good. If that was his vice, he needed to get some rocks off or do whatever he got to do in Vegas for a weekend and go on a bender and let him go. He'll be back and he'll be that nigga. That's not this guy. He's cooked. Shit. I look at it right now. San Francisco 49ers depth chart. I guarantee he's not even first on the depth chart. That's already going to be a big problem. This is 43. So this is a 4-3 defense. Let's see. He's a third stringer. Left defensive end. He's a third stringer. He's not questionable. He's out. I know the season's over. But you had to compete with two people. You're at the fucking club beefing with 4PF with a bunch of niggas who are lifers who are trying to kill people. Yeah, you're out the league. Unfortunately, I'm telling you the truth here. The league won't care. The team won't care. And for Lil Baby and his people, it's only law enforcement that's just going to keep jotting down that these gang of people are going around the country thinking they have impunity for the law. But the NFL don't care. One monkey don't stop a show.
And they're going to be saying, what the fuck happened? Why is our player being shot in the leg? Why can't he play again? You're messing up our money. We're coming for you. That's what's going to happen, unfortunately. So it was two different people or one person with two guns who wanted to make it look like two people. Because who the F shoots someone with a 45 and goes, yeah, take this 9mm too. MS who carry a 45 got the biggest ego. They won't use nothing else. That's interesting. It sounds like two people pulled out guns and shot. Could be people from either side.
Yeah, we're hearing this one person shot. We're hearing this one person shot. So they found calibers of 45, which is 45 and also a 9mm, which is, two different calibers. 45 is a much bigger round. 9mm is a smaller round. But they only say there's one person shot. Now, maybe there's two people shot. Maybe there's someone shot on Lil Baby's team or the 4PF dudes, but they didn't go to the hospital. I get that. But here's the thing. There's no fucking, these guys are signed to record labels. They're like hood niggas signed to record labels. Like, a shooting, they'll take advantage of it and drop music. Like, nobody cares unless the DA comes in. When you're in the NFL, even if you had shot Lil Baby niggas, you don't get 15 sacks because of that. No, it's not a good thing for you. So rappers is completely different.
Side could be self-defense, but this doesn't bode well. Okay, want to beef with some dudes when all them women are around shaking ass. These dudes are weird as hell. All right, they're saying Baby heard y'all say he ain't like that, so he got active. They're saying they should have left Wham alone. The dude's a dummy. Oh my God, what happened to Wham? Okay, so look, there's a couple more news reports that are a little bit longer with more details. And I'm just going to show you these real quickly to just give you a full picture of what happened.
But first, a stunning announcement from the 49ers. One of their players shot early this morning in San Francisco. The team says defensive end Keion White was shot in the ankle. Good evening. I'm Claudine Wong.
And I'm Mike Meeback. San Francisco police confirming they did respond to a report of shots fired on Mission right near South Van Ness. 4 o'clock this morning. Police did not identify White as the victim, but the team has since confirmed he was shot.
KTVU's Bailey O'Carroll joins us in the studio with the latest on what we are hearing about this shooting. Bailey.
Yeah, guys, let's get to the details of what we do know, because it is little. I heard from the team about 30 minutes ago. They did tell me 27-year-old defensive end Keion White is out of surgery and that it was successful. San Francisco police described his injury as non-life-threatening. According to police, officers responded to reports of a shooting following an argument that started inside of a business. No arrests have been made. A suspect has not been identified. I spoke with Dr. Rick Lehman, the director of the U.S. Center for Sports Medicine. Dr. Lehman told me White's recovery time will vary greatly depending on where the bullet hit his ankle.
Well, you never want to get shot in the back because that's where your Achilles is. And you don't really want to get shot on the side because that's where all your major vessels are. So let's say he had a nerve injury, that would end his career. He got shot in something called the posterior tibial nerve. So that would end his career. So hopefully you want to get shot in the front. Well, you don't want to get shot, but if you get shot, you want to get shot in the front or potentially in the side. That would be your preference. And
so you heard that, right? This could be a career-ending
that's crazy
injury, and somebody's going to be on the hook for this. This guy is a NFL player making millions of dollars. Heads are going to roll over this, okay? They're going to want criminal charges. They're going to want money.
No, I think San Francisco will look to kind of show that, you know, there's been so much bad PR about the city. Like, I'm one of the people trashing it. Like, San Francisco is a shithole. It's like crime heaven. I think they're going to look at this to try to do something or act like they're doing something to make people not feel like the whole city of the Super Bowl is lawlessness and this behavior is, you know, pervasive.
They're going to want compensation.
In a perfect world, you would get shot and it would not have any bony impacts.
The Niners.
Well, it could be like on some Meg Thee Stallion shit, right? You get shot and you twerking like 2 weeks from now. Maybe he got shot. Maybe homeboy could be sacking a quarterback like 2 weeks from now, right? Meg got shot in the foot. She was twerking 2 weeks after, allegedly. Maybe this nigga, he got shot in the foot. He's sacking a quarterback 2 weeks from now. We'll see.
Acquired White in a trade with the New England Patriots on October 29th. He started 2 games for San Francisco this season. White recorded his first sack against the Cleveland Browns in November. The Niners said they will provide updates when appropriate. The investigation is ongoing. Police are asking anybody with information to contact them. Less than a year and a half ago, 49ers wide receiver Ricky Pearsall was shot in the chest during a robbery in San Francisco's Union Square. That suspect, a juvenile, has since been arrested and charged. Guys.
Certainly that was a robbery, but we still don't know a lot of details of what led up to this shooting with Keion White.
Exactly, yeah. Police have not said what exactly led up to Keion White getting shot in the ankle. But the Niners will provide updates when appropriate, and police will hopefully provide updates soon as well.
All right, Bailey. Thank you so much.
Bailey, thank you. San Francisco Mayor Daniel Lurie responding to the shooting, saying,
ooh, this is a bad look. Anytime the mayor has to make a statement, that means the police are under the gun. If the mayor has to speak on a particular shooting, there is 10 times more attention on what happened because they need to give him answers. So that's not, it's getting a little tense.
any violent incident in our city is unacceptable, and I'm hoping Keion recovers quickly. I've spoken.
Ooh. I'm hoping Keion recovers quickly. So it looks like they're kind of looking at him as completely the victim. They're looking at it like this is one of our players. This is what we got going on. And this is probably not going to turn out good.
With SFPD and 49ers leadership, we are all grateful to our SFPD officers for their quick response. As always, I will continue to work with San Francisco law enforcement to ensure our neighborhoods and our residents are safe.
See, this isn't just a run-of-the-mill gang shootout and we're all going to sweep it under the rug and not snitch. You've got the mayor of San Francisco. He's having conversations with the 49ers leadership. And you think you're going to sweep this under the rug. You think people are just going to let this slide. You think you're going to be able to say, oh, well, it was just someone in my entourage. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
And let me tell you this, and not to get all cynical. You ever watch like gangster movies, or even like you watch The Wire? Wire is a really good like TV show where like some shit happened and they turn, like even we saw it with the cartel. Remember when there was like some Americans that went to the cartel, they got mistakenly for whatever, and then they got killed. And that story kind of came out. And then people are like, yo, these cartel motherfuckers killed some U.S. tourists. You know what ended up happening? Because they don't want USA to say, all right, fuck it. That's how y'all think y'all could treat us? We gonna come over there and fuck everything you got going on. They tied up the niggas who supposedly did the killing, which was a mistaken killing. They tied them up and left a note and dropped them like someplace and left a note saying, we're sorry for what happened. Take these niggas. It's one of those things where it gets to a point that you got to offer somebody up. So here's what I'm telling you. If we don't see a full PF nigga in cuffs, Lil Baby going down for this. Not now. Might take a year. Might take 2. Going down for this. Facts.
This is an enormous problem.
And you rather have them arrest some nigga right now and have him fight the case? Because when they come, they're coming with a RICO.
For Lil Baby, this is the last thing he needed now while he's under investigation. And unfortunately, he's dealing with forces that are bigger than just, street politics and, this person got stripped in the parking lot and this person got stuck up. You're shooting an NFL player in the leg and now the mayor is involved. Cooked, if you ask me. Absolutely cooked. If the information comes out and it was a different story, I'll let you guys know. But this is...
We got suspect number 1 right here. I think you're throwing the 4 PF sign up. And then the next suspect is this nigga. He seemed like a crash out. He threatened me too. This nigga right here. If y'all seen a short, dirty, disgusting looking motherfucker with a 4 PF chain and he was the one with the gun, he right here, y'all. Suspect 1 and suspect 2. All right? I got the list of the other niggas. Actually, I know the nigga who did it. But I would never cooperate with police because this got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with me.
Very bad. Okay, I'm shocked to hear this news. And I thought Lil Baby was smarter than rolling around with this toy.
I'm almost about to call him. You know this nigga not that smart.
Type of nonsense going on. Because he likes to say, I separated myself. I'm not doing that stuff anymore. Acting like, the feds are so wrong and they're out of line for associating him with these street politics that are going on. I thought Lil Baby was smarter than getting associated with anything like this. But anyway, I'll let you guys know if I hear anything else. I'm going to do some more Epstein videos later on today. I've got a couple of documents that I'm going to dig into today. But I wanted to cover this real quick because it is just insane news. And it definitely tracks with a lot of the stuff we talk about on this channel historically. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out of here for now. Beep.
Okay. All right, we're done with that. Okay. What are we getting into next? Are we getting to Bro-Rilla? Are y'all tired? I seen somebody in the chat. They said they tired. They said, "Act man, come back tomorrow." If y'all are tired, let me know. Y'all tired? Are y'all tired? If y'all tired, let me know, man. Not trying to keep y'all up. I just want to know if y'all are tapped in, tuned in. We got a lot of things to get to. But we could push it till tomorrow. We've been streaming every day. We missed one day this month. One day. Let me look. I'm trying to read the chat. I'm in King Akademiks chat. Listen, nah, we good. Somebody said, you want to leave? I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. Black Swan, thank you. Sony Del Moro, thank you. By the way, bathroom break for y'all real quick. We're not going nowhere. I'm not fucking leaving. Oh, who just gifted Tev Marley? Yo, Tev Marley with 20 gifted? Oh, that's a boss. Oh, wow. Tev Marley, I see you, my boy. I'm looking at King Akademiks chat right now. Holy. We're in here. Y'all could take a bathroom break right now. I know we've been going fast. We are chilling. We are chilling. Okay? 20 gifted. Thank you, Tev Marley, so much to the Academy. Is that King Buck with 5? Oh, my God. Okay. Like, pause. There's somebody named Balls Deep 305. He gifted 5. He gifted 10, too. Holy shit. Yo, it's a subathon. Okay. y'all gift 100 more memberships. I don't care on what channel. I promise y'all I'm going to 5, which is what time it is. We're at 1:35 to go to 5. That would be 2.5 hours, right? 2.5. No, 3.5. What the fuck? No, I'm going to 4. 4. 4. Oh my God. 4. Okay. All right. Now I see y'all working though. I'm reading donations and other things right now. It's time to reset. We're about to move to a different topic. We spent a significant amount of time on Ja Rule 50. I did my monologue. We talked about Epstein stuff a bit. We got to the Lil Baby stuff. We're not done yet. We still have to speak about a few other things. So J. Cole projections are out now. We got to speak about that. Brorilla, got to speak about that. Let's kind of like craft a topics list real quick. Oh my God. Somebody just threw 5 more in that bit. Jesus Christ.
So, NBA YoungBoy has 12 kids and he has 2 more on the way. I ain't gonna lie, gang. YB, he's making his own team. You feel me? 12 kids, probably like 10 BMs, 11 BMs. Like, that's what he's supposed to do. Like, Malu Trevejo said that she was pregnant at one point. Another girl said that she was pregnant. Like, YB is disciplining a baby and all these women, bro. And I will never forget the interview. He said that he doesn't really care about being a father. He just likes to, you feel me? Yeah. But let me know how you guys feel about all of this. Do you think NBA YoungBoy will pass 20 kids by the end of 2025? Or will he do it in 2026? Because we know he's about to have like 4 or 5 kids a year minimum. So we will see.